Hey, this is Steve. Had a request to show you how I bend my tubing. I've got these little springs that someone made that's just for bending your aluminum tubing. And I don't know if it'll do brass or not. It'd be worth checking into if it will. But they're just little springs, okay? So I think what I'm using here is 3/32 tubing. So we insert our little aluminum shaft in there, and I'm just going to run it right to the end of it, because on my bends on my light poles is pretty much about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to take it just like so. Let's see if I can bend around here to show you. It's hard to do and show everybody. Okay, so we're just going to bend it just like so. Bend it just a little bit past where you want it, okay? Okay, and then what we do from there is we just start twisting this thing off. I found that it's better to come back down the length of it as it is to go up and over it, because the more you go up and over it, the more straight your shaft's going to get. So what do you think? Turned out just fine and dandy, didn't it? You can see the little score marks up under the bottom of it, but that ain't going to be no problem. I mean, you can't see it. Okay, now from there, I figure out where my length is on my pole, and I go just a little bit longer. Not much, just a fraction. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this right quick, because we're going to use this one to show you by. Okay, so what we ended up with is this right here. Now I've pre-cut some other tubes here, because as you can see on this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different layers of my tubing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take this one here and we'll put it in, and I'm going to measure it with this one here. Okay, once I figure out where I want it there, I'll just tag it with a little bit of super glue. Don't take much. Okay, and then I've got this other piece here cut for my third section. We'll just slide it over, slide it right to the bottom, and then pull it up just a little bit, because we're going to put a little glue on this one here too. Okay, that's good. And then we've got my foot for the pole. Just go ahead and put it on there also. A little dab of glue will do you. Just like so. And there we have it. We have a duplicate made. Just so simple, so quick. But that's what we're looking at on that. Okay, now let's go to the lights here for a minute, because I've been doing a little work. Now it's dark here in Georgia right now. In fact, it's late. But let's go ahead and turn these lights back on. Okay. Now you can see. I guess you can't. Okay, you can see what we've got here. Let's go ahead and turn the light off. Now you can see how much light is down here on the thing. So I mean, we got plenty of light. I'll tell you what I'll do is park this daggone vehicle down here. See, he likes to park under the lights at night, where he makes sure nobody breaks in there. Okay, so now I want to show you something. Can you see the red light on top now? That's what I want to show you. A little red light here. Okay, that's by pushing the bulb further up into the top of it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and turn the light back on. I want to show you something else. I mentioned earlier about this style of little light. See, it's kind of like a little, I don't know, flying saucer looking thing. It's crystal, it's clear, but it's got a silver top. Well, it actually looks more like a champagne gold. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So I made this collar for it. Just a little bitty piece of aluminum tubing. And by doing that, I can put it right on top here. What do you think? Let's turn the light off. Can you see? I mean, look at my finger. How much light's putting out on it. Now this light here is what, 80 feet? Where's our N scale ruler at here? That light is 75 feet tall right there. So that's plenty of light showing down there on my hand. That's 75 feet tall, along with this one here too. So, but that gives you a little more to work with, and mainly wanting to show you these bending tubes here. I mean, they're great. You don't have to have a little one. You can bend a bigger one here. I mean, we'll go ahead and bend one here just to show you. And then just unscrew it. Being careful not to put too much pressure here. Now, if you guys are doing a tank farm or something like that and want to use aluminum tubing, hey, go for it. Run out of juice in my left hand there. Okay, here we come. So what do you think? Worked just fine. And it's not crimped. You can still run your wire down through there. Same with these here on these little bitty ones, on these 332nd. You can still run a wire down through there with these little nano chips. Okay, but maybe that'll help y'all out a little bit. Okay, we'll see you on another.